Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing great this time. Today in this video, we're going to talk about some key characteristics of assessment for critical thinking and problem solving, as you can see on the screen. This is for the Testing and Evaluation ETL course for the UNED University. So let's get started. First of all, we need to understand what is the assessment for critical thinking and problem solving. As you can see, it says that this type of assessment it goes beyond for memorization and just repeating what they learn. Instead of this, it focuses on how students think for each cases, making them create decisions and how they can resolve it in the real life situation using what they know, but what they learn for each class. That's a different that's a different manner to see and help us improve our skills. So in this case, we can encourage students to ask questions for better understanding a situation. Thinking deeply before answering. Don't give me just an answer. Just think deeply that it makes sense for you, and then justify their answer. What I'm saying by explaining what I mean why they choose that option, and explore different solution, not just one correct answer, because all of us we don't think in the same way, and we have uh, different manners to resolve our real life situations. So moving forward, we have some key characteristics. One of them is open-end tasks that allow for more than one correct answer. In this case, using the real life scenarios, as you can see in these images, and require students to explain their thinking, not just to give an answer. All of the answers are correct. It's just required to explain why they choose that option and what they're thinking about it. And then often do some group works after that, some discussions for each students, like for all of us in the class, and then some role plays, just to improve that and just to summarize what they learn. How we can apply this in the English classes? I have two situations here. One of them is just to create a puzzle. Where should I go? Basically, is a place where I mean inside into the classroom. I can just start making some questions, and then they can write it out what they understand or what they can do to resolve that. As I can see, as I was mentioned, there is no just one answer correct. It's just to understand or just to know how each student they have their manner to resolve each case. So that's basically, and then they can writing down what is the best suggestion or the best solution in this case. And then the other one is just a role play where I can just put some or leave some objects into the classroom, and then I can start making questions again. If it's a lost item, or and then or where can I find it basically, and then they need to answer if it's there, far, or near from them. So basically, those are the activities. And then the last thing here is like to propose a modification for implementation. Of course, the idea here is to implement tech successfully for foster critical thinking and the problem solving in the fourth grade that I'm coursing or that I'm watching. It's important to make some adjustments that support both languages, like Spanish and English, for higher order thinking. Here are some different ways to do it. One of them is the virtual support, like young learners well, recently, since the technology has been created, it will benefit a lot, like the visual aims, like images, maps, flashcards, and classroom objects. This support using for us the technology and also to apply some English learnings with instruction to understand better the vocabulary and the real world objects to improve in our skill for English language, to sound more confident when participating to prepare better the classes. So here's an example that it says for showing a picture when it's asking if the book is near or not to the window. The second part is to encourage the students creating question and clues instead of just only answering one question. Students can also create their own answer, justifying why they think like that, and creating the sentence and a structure that makes sense for them, and they can just justify it like that. And the last part is just to adapt some rubrics to the value thinking, not just an right answer. I was saying for the whole video, we have different answers that, on our opinion, it has it makes sense, and we can just have some logical reasons behind their choices and clarified our efforts and communication. In this way, the students know that's the deeply thinking part, and let them express themselves. It's just an important for the final result in this assessment. So that was all for today. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of the day and week. Take care. Bye bye.